But I did want to say a few words about the great man myself, the great man being Vasily Lomachenko, who's decided to retire from the sport of boxing, age 37. His record was 18-3. He was a freeweight world champion, and he was one of the best fighters I've ever seen in my life. True. Fact. One of the best fighters I've ever seen in my life. You know what,
we'll talk to him after tonight. I don't want to be telling anybody what they should do. It's going to be their decision. Like I always say, the fighters are the first to know when they should turn in.
In this fight, obviously retirement has to be a very serious thought. And, somebody said to me earlier, they said, isn't it sad? I said, what's sad? I'm trying to understand. What's sad? And he said, well, the retire. I said, do you know anybody who has a career that doesn't end at some point? Show them to me. I'd like to.
Breaking news. Shockwaves hit the boxing world as Fabio Wardley drops a massive emotional bombshell, announcing retirement after his brutal fight with Daniel Dubois. Fans are stunned and struggling to believe it. The heavyweight division is in chaos right now, as one of its rising stars steps away suddenly from the sport.
I think that's going to have to be the end of his career. I don't think he's announced that he's retiring, but I think he'll reflect on it. He'll look back and say, listen, he's no longer a menace in the heavyweight division. He can't really compete.
Teddy Atlas gets deep. He says a great doctor once had to retire. He didn't want to, but it was time. Teddy says, what would really be sad? If a fighter never made money, never achieved anything. But Wardley did. He accomplished so much. Be proud.
And he had to just retire, and he's a great doctor, and he didn't want to retire, but it was time. It comes time for everyone. So rather than sad, I said to the guy that asked me this, I said, what would be sad is if he never made money, he never accomplished anything. He went through all that a fighter goes through, where they take all that risk to go in that dangerous.
Adam Smith gets emotional. He says we will miss Fabio Wardley when he's gone, and only when we look back will we truly understand how incredible Fabio really was. Liam Goff agrees. He says, at this point, Wardley have had a great career before lost to Daniel Dubois. He is retiring as a legend.
But yeah, we'll miss him when he's gone, and we'll only realise how incredible he was when we look back at him, I think. But no, the heavyweight division is full of character.
At that point, you've had a great career, you're retiring as a...
Now we hear from the man himself, Fabio Wardley. He opens up about his trainer Ben. Ben stripped everything back. Started from zero. Fabio admits, it was hard. He already has a style. Big fights. Big experience. But then Fabio gets real. He says the retirement decision was the hardest thing he ever faced. Harder than any punch. Harder than any fight. Walking away from something you love with your whole heart. That pain hits different. True respect.
Right hand from Dubois. Fabio swinging from the hip and tries the uppercut. And now Dubois just taking punches at the end of this crazy sport. Massive right hand. Daniel Dubois is world heavyweight champion. All over again. What a...
Lennox Lewis speaks, and the whole room goes quiet. Fabio is a legend. He says, right now Wardley is learning. Do not rush. If he rushes, bad things happen to his career. Wait for the right moment. And then Lennox sends a direct message to Fabio Wardley. He says retirement was too soon. You were not ready to walk away. You still had more to give. When you are truly ready, then you go. Lennox knows, and the whole world should listen.
And so Ben's really kind of stripped me down and gone, right, let's revert back. And it's hard to do because I'm developed, I've got a style, I fight a certain way, I've been in high-level fights. And
Frank Warren is not happy. He sees something at a press conference, and he does not like it one bit. He calls it ridiculous. These scuffles and this nonsense. This is where things go wrong. But then Frank gets emotional. He talks about Fabio Wardley, and you can see the sadness in his eyes. This man believed in Fabio. He built Fabio, and now, hearing about retirement, Frank Warren is genuinely heartbroken. A promoter losing his champion hurts. It really hurts.
No use doing it right now. Right now you're learning everything, and you have to wait till the right time. You can never be rushed. If you're rushed, you're gonna do a bad result for your career. So it's better to take your time and take it when it's there, when it's ready, when you're ready.
Wise words. Yeah, I think a lot of people will listen to that.
Ade Oladipo is shocked, and he is not hiding it one bit. He cannot believe what he is hearing. Fabio Wardley, the WBO heavyweight champion, just lost to Daniel Dubois, and now retirement talk is coming out. Ade is completely stunned. He says, wait, is this real? He tries to be fair. He tries to stay calm. But even he cannot process this properly. Because nobody, absolutely nobody, expected this to happen so fast. One loss to Dubois and now it is over? Ade just keeps saying, this is wild. Honestly, completely and totally wild.
I don't like things like that. I mean, it's ridiculous, and you see these scuffles and all this nonsense at press conferences, and that is where it goes wrong. There's a little cut, I don't know how bad.
Fabio Wardley is sitting with Johnny Nelson, and the energy is heavy. Johnny Nelson is sitting there, and you can see it on his face. He is disappointed. He cannot hide it. Johnny wanted more from Fabio. He believed Fabio had more chapters left. But Fabio is being completely raw and honest. He says he is gutted. Something has to change. And then Fabio just goes for it. Completely unfiltered. No filter. No plan. Pure raw emotion coming straight out. Johnny Nelson looks on, heartbroken, watching his man make the biggest announcement of his career.
In his system from other means. I know that might sound crazy, but I guess we have to give him the benefit of the doubt, do we? I'd like to think we do. But yeah, this is wild.
The boxing analyst steps in with a really interesting point. He says, Fabio Wardley's retirement will shake the heavyweight division. The whole landscape changes now. Other fighters will be affected. Promoters will be affected. The whole picture looks different without Wardley in it. But then he says something powerful. He says, this retirement might not destroy Fabio mentally. Because of who he is as a person. His character is iron. Most fighters retire and fall apart. But Wardley? He will probably handle this differently. He will probably rise differently. That mental strength is what always made Fabio Wardley truly special.
So I'm probably disappointed. I'm probably gutted. I'm something has to change. But I don't know who knew what. I'm thinking, why don't it just come out now then? You know, I knew, and I'm hearing everybody else is saying they've only just found out.
Go, no, come on, let's be smart about this. But I'm just like, fuck it, I don't give a fuck, I'll do whatever.
Carl Froch is furious, and he is not holding back anything. He says what happened after Fabio Wardley's retirement announcement is a mockery of boxing. He calls it a disgrace. The way this whole situation has been handled, the way things came out. Carl is absolutely disgusted. He uses the word disgusting twice. He says whoever is responsible should be embarrassed. Boxing has gone through so much to get respect from the world. And then something like this happens around one of Britain's biggest stars retiring, and it ruins everything. Carl Froch has been a world champion. He knows what this sport means. Fabio Wardley deserved better than this. And Carl will not stay quiet. Never.
I'm not sure it would affect him as much as it would affect other fighters.
No,
knowing him as a character. Fabio Wardley, he probably feel like he's just floating on the...
And here, right here, is the most beautiful moment of everything. Fabio Wardley, cut nose, blood on his face, and he is smiling. He says he had a real thrill being in that ring. He felt the buzz of the crowd. He felt the roar. And that is exactly why his retirement hurts so much. Because this man did not just fight for money. He fought for the feeling, the crowd, the moment, standing in that ring, pushing through pain, coming out on top, getting your hand raised, and a nice shiny belt to top it off. This man loves boxing with his whole heart. And now that heart is walking away. This is why we will miss Fabio Wardley forever.
Just makes a mockery of boxing and just disgust and disgrace the room. I mean, it's disgusting and disgraceful what he's done. He should be embarrassed. I hope he is embarrassed, but it's not acceptable. I don't know why he's done it.
Eddie Hearn goes in, and he does not hold back. He gets straight to the point about Fabio Wardley. He says, Fabio does not like pressure put on him in interviews. The moment you start questioning him, the moment you put things on him, he cannot handle the heat. Eddie says this is the reality. Wardley would say he is not going to say anything, but the moment you push him, he is getting out. And that, right there, is exactly why he is retiring. The pressure, the questions, the spotlight got too heavy. Eddie Hearn is telling the truth that nobody else wants to say out loud. Fabio Wardley could not handle what came with being champion, and now he is walking away.
Get away with a cut nose and a bit of blood on my face, but genuinely I had a real thrill of being in there. The buzz of the crowd, you feel the roar, and just everything about it just ticks all the boxing off boxing for me. It's why I love it. It's being in those moments and then getting through that, coming out on top and getting your hand raised and a nice shiny belt to kind of.
And we E&D with Adam Smith, one of the most respected voices in all of British boxing. And even he is caught completely off guard by Fabio Wardley's retirement. He says he did not expect this at all. He is still waiting to see what happens next. He has not seen any official statements from the Wardley camp. And that is the crazy part. This whole retirement news came out on social media first. Not a press conference. Not an official announcement. Social media? That is the world we live in today. News breaks on your phone before anyone can even breathe. Adam Smith, a man who has covered boxing for decades, is standing there saying he simply does not know the full story yet. And if Adam Smith does not know, then nobody truly knows. Fabio Wardley's retirement has left the entire boxing world in shock. Everyone is watching. Everyone is waiting. What happens next? Nobody can predict. This story is far from over.
Like it's stuck on him in interviews. You know, this is the reality. He can't handle the heat in interviews. I mean, I say you're not going to say anything, but he just, once you start questioning him, he go, no.
And that is it, gentlemen. That is the story of Fabio Wardley, a man who came from nothing, a man who had only 4 unlicensed fights before turning professional, a man who nobody gave a chance to. But he proved every single person wrong. He fought his way through wars. He bled in that ring. He took punches that would have finished most men. He got up when everyone thought he was down. He beat Joseph Parker. He became WBO heavyweight champion of the world. Can you imagine that? A kid from Ipswich, a small town boy, standing on top of the heavyweight division with a world title around his waist. That is not just a boxing story. That is a life story. That is a story about never giving up, never backing down, never letting anyone tell you that you are not good enough. Because Fabio Wardley was always good enough. He proved that every single time he stepped through those ropes. And yes, his last fight against Daniel Dubois was brutal. It was painful to watch. His nose was broken. His eye was shut. He was bleeding. He was hurting. But did he quit? No. He kept fighting. He kept swinging. Because that is who Fabio Wardley is. That is his DNA. That is his soul. And when it was all over, when the referee finally stopped it in round 11, what did Fabio do? He did not cry. He did not complain. He walked over to the ropes, face covered in blood, and he told his mum, "I am okay. I am okay." And his mum said, "I love you and I am so proud of you." And in that one moment, that beautiful, raw, emotional moment, the whole world fell in love with Fabio Wardley all over again. Because that is what this sport is really about. Not the belts, not the money, not the fame. It is about heart. It is about courage. It is about a son showing his mother that everything is going to be all right. So today, as we say goodbye to Fabio Wardley the boxer, we say hello to Fabio Wardley the legend. Thank you, Fabio. Thank you for every punch, every drop of blood, every single moment. The boxing world will never forget you. Never. Rest easy, champion. You have earned it.